Hello there, tmib here with another Godforge Alpha video. I know, have to do something to pass the time while we're waiting for the next wave of Alpha. Today we're going to go over my top 20 reasons why I feel that Godforge is a raid killer. Number 20, the energy economy. I know, it's an Alpha, energy was falling like rain, but that does not change the fact that I never ran out of energy. They also had a no energy cost for attempting the next level of caverns, which was pretty huge. Number 19, the graphics. While it's not quite as polished as Raid yet, the graphics are so much better and it's just a more aesthetically pleasing game. Number 18, the starting characters. When you're starting the game, you pick a rare hero, and hands down, none of the starter heroes suck. 17, gold scaling costs for upgrading gear. This is a small thing, but the scaling on the cost of +1, +2, all the way up to +16 just felt better than Raid. Number 16, mastery system. This has been discussed by other content creators in other videos, but from what I understand, there is going to be an achievement system, and when you complete an achievement, you will unlock masteries for your account, which you'll then be able to apply to heroes. It's supposed to be coming in the future. This means no more grinding Minotaur for hours to get masteries for your heroes. Sounds pretty win to me. Number 15, rare heroes. They have a lot of synergies that involve rare or all rare heroes. This makes rare heroes more useful and have more longevity than other games. One of the best crowd control characters in the Wave 1 was a rare. The only AoE defense down that I found was also a rare. Number 14, epic heroes. For the same reason that rares made it onto this list, some of the epics are better at their role than some of the legendaries I had. One of the best healers in the game is an epic. One of the best single target DPSs is an epic. Number 13, the ease of support tools. It's Discord, you say. That's not the point. The Fateless team made it very easy for alpha testers to not only provide gameplay feedback and ideas to them, but also made it trivial to report bugs. Not everyone can be a technophile, and they embraced that. Number 12, books. Unlike Raid, books to level up skills are not stupidly rare. Let that sink in for a second. Not stupidly rare. Once you get to level 130, you can farm enough to deck out most or all of your heroes, depending on how much energy you want to spend doing it. I have to admit that this is something that I did in Wave 1. All of the heroes I had that were above level 20, and there was quite a few of them, were fully booked. Number 11, gear. The gear system, while kind of similar to Raids, is simpler and easier. There's less slots, which means less farming. After Alpha, farming might become a bit more necessary, but the level that it was in Alpha was fine. I didn't have to do a whole lot of it. Also, can I just say, no gold cost to remove gear. God, I love that. Number 10, the weapon system. Weapons are fantastic. They add 2 stats and an additional passive ability to your hero. They're relatively easy to get the mats. They're relatively easy to farm. They're relatively easy to upgrade. They're customizable with imprints. Imprints will add yet another passive to your hero. I kind of feel like that means that every single hero is going to be running around with 3 passives, but I love the customizability about it. Hero experience. When heroes are at max level, you get overflow XP. This means that you can farm experience points by using maximum level heroes. It also means that once you've done so, you can use that experience to level up food or other heroes. Number 8, communication. From the very beginning, the Fateless staff has done a fantastic job of communicating information often and as transparently as possible. Their announcements have been good. Their email communications have been good. I even got responses on some of my bug reports, which actually really surprised me. Needless to say, the communication has been on point. 7, quality of life. The plethora of minor quality of life features that are in the alpha leave me very hopeful that we will continue to experience those as we find more and more about Godforge up to launch and beyond. Number 6, the story. I admit that this is partially speculation on my part, as the story and plot was not introduced in the alpha, but the historical depth from using real-world pantheons and mythology brings a lore as deep as the history of mankind and makes me very hopeful for the story. After all, it cannot be as bad as raids. Number 5, food. When you're cheering up heroes to make food or to make your heroes more powerful, commons count as 1 stars, uncommons count as 2 stars, rares as 3, etc. You can also farm spirits on certain floors. Spirits are the equivalent of chickens in raid. Number 4, awakening. Currently in alpha, there is only one way to awaken a hero, which is to sacrifice a duplicate hero. Looking at the awakening screen, however, it does appear like there's going to be more than one way. By the end of the alpha, I had every rare fully awakened save 1. I had 4 epics fully awakened, and I also had a couple of legendaries. Number 3, multi-battles, multi-battles, multi-battles. Currently in alpha, multi-battles are unlimited. This is a really big one for me for 2 reasons. First, I like to run on auto while at work, maybe sometimes overnight as well. This gives me the freedom to do so as much as I want. Second, having to update RSL Helper after every update and being at the mercy of the author to update their software has gotten a little old and a little tedious. Number 2, combat. I had more fun playing this game on manual than I think I have all year playing raid. That should tell you something. Godforge heroes have ultimate abilities which you can trigger outside of the hero's turn or even on that hero's turn and then still take that turn. This adds a dynamic feeling and control to combat, especially when in manual mode. It makes the combat actually fun and more strategic. Number 1, the company culture. This one kind of surprised me being at number 1, but the Fateless development team cares. Not only do they talk in Discord, they also interact with players, they listen to feedback, they make comments, they interact with and support the content creators by watching their streams and commenting during them. They also seem to really be walking the walk when they said that they really cared about the players first. So this concludes my list. Did I miss something that you feel belongs on the list? If so, let me know by dropping a comment below. As an afterthought, here's one more reason. Let's call it a bonus. Number 0. The lack of a half dozen of pop-ups every time you go to the main screen. I really feel like that alone deserves an honorable mention. As before, if you found this information useful or would like more Godforge videos, please click on the subscribe button below. Thank you, and until next time, Forge on.